Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the iPhone SE 2020 and why you should not be buying it based on various reasons. Now, let's be very clear, there's a reason to buy the iPhone SE and there's also reasons not to buy the iPhone SE. In this video, we are going to be concentrating on the specific reasons not to buy the iPhone SE 2020 because it may not be the right product for you. So let's quickly understand what the iPhone SE is. Now, iPhone SE is a true budget smartphone with a powerful A13 processor. That's all, and of course, that has its own benefits. First and foremost, the price is low. It's $400. And then with a powerful processor, you are able to play the latest graphically demanding games with no problem. You're able to run the latest applications with no lag. And of course, a strong processor tremendously helps with software image processing that's going to end up giving you better photos with the camera. But that's basically all the iPhone SE is offering: a low price and a strong processor to handle most of the modern applications and games. Yet, there is a lot of compromises on the iPhone SE that you should be aware of before you commit to buying the phone and then looking at other phones within the same price range and noticing that there's so many other things you could have had for $400. So let me repeat, the iPhone SE doesn't have a lot of things that as a consumer you should be aware of and not accidentally fall into the marketing hype of the product that solely focuses on one or two things. So let's dive in and start talking about those things that you're not going to get. So the very first thing, I'm going to talk about the camera. You're not getting camera versatility. A lot of other phones in the market within the same price range of $400, $500 are able to give you 2 cameras in the minimum and 3 cameras, sometimes even 4 cameras. So you are getting versatility. For example, you can zoom in on subjects, you can have super wide angle photos, and then you can have a regular camera. The iPhone SE only has 1 camera and you're locked into a single standard wide angle. And of course, the camera is far from a flagship camera. This is not a flagship camera. This is an average camera. Photos are no way comparable to an actual flagship camera, but it might be comparable to other budget smartphones on the Android side. So no camera versatility and the quality is going to be low. So that's number one, the camera. Number two, this phone has a very old design. It's got nice and thick bezels on the top and the bottom. So it is not a modern looking phone. When you look at a modernized phone, what you see mostly is going to be the screen with minimum bezels. So if you're going for that futuristic look, if you want to feel like you're holding something special in your hand, not to impress other people, but for your own satisfaction, then this is not the phone for you also, because the design is out of date. You've got those thick bezels on the top, at the bottom. Doesn't look anything like what a modern phone should be looking like. So the second thing then is design. Old, out of date design. Now let's move on to number 3, and this is very important. It's obvious, but it needs to be highlighted. The screen is very small. It's only 4.7 inch. It's a low quality screen. It's not a latest OLED screen. And I'll let you know, even budget smartphones on the Android side have phones with a sharper display, a brighter display, and a crisper display. Just to give you one example, if you were to buy a Samsung Galaxy S9 used for $200 off of eBay or Amazon, which is a price you can get, that phone is like 5 times better than the iPhone SE. The only advantage the iPhone SE would have in that case is its processor. Or you can go and buy a OnePlus phone. You can get a OnePlus 6T, maybe even OnePlus 7. It's going to be low if you buy them secondhand or even brand new, if you can find them, and you're still getting a much better smartphone than the iPhone SE. The only thing, the processor on the SE is going to be better. That's it. Everything else on the other phones that you can buy cheaper is going to be better. I mean, you can go to Amazon right now and buy a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 with the top of the line display, for maybe $300, $350 on Amazon, brand new or renewed, you're getting a better deal than the iPhone SE. So we have a small screen, and all those phones have large screens. They've got higher resolutions, and they're crisper, and they're brighter, and they're not LCD. They're actually OLED displays, which is the better option for a display that you want to use for media consumption, watching movies, playing games, watching YouTube, etc., playing games. So small screen, low quality screen, low resolution screen on the iPhone SE. Be aware of that before you commit to it. Now there's a couple other things I can talk about, but they're not that important. These were more important. The lack of the camera versatility, the fact that it's not a flagship camera, the fact that the screen is low quality and the design is old. So when you combine all these things together, you are in fact better off buying a modernized phone, which should give you more personal satisfaction. If you're okay with what you're getting on the iPhone SE, if you just want that powerful processor on that small form factor to be able to play the latest games, record some really good video, take some average photos, then you're fine. You can get the iPhone SE and you can get the benefits of an Apple product, but that's all you're getting, okay? You're not getting a good screen. You're not getting a large screen. And relatively speaking, you're not actually getting a very good budget price. It's a good price, but for the same price on the Android side, you can get phones, used or new, that are much better than the iPhone SE, minus the fact that they're going to have a weaker processor, because the processor in the iPhone SE, the A13, is the same exact powerful processor you find on the latest iPhone 11 Pro. But that to me seems the only benefit, and for some people it might be worth it. But for most people, you should do careful research before you commit to the phone. All right? There are reasons to buy the phone and also not to buy the phone. You should be aware of both sides before you get seduced by the marketing hype, seduced by the initial reviews that were pushed out into the market, into the public. Remember, those initial reviews are carefully pushed out by Apple. They're in the background controlling the whole message. They want it to sound consistent. But anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below and let me know. Let me know what you think about the iPhone SE. Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? What's your overall impression? Drop those comments down below. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right?